everybody, this is Aaron Cameras coming at you from Hobby Lab. We got a new product for you. We're going to take a look at it and show you what it can do, how much fun it can be. With the big craze of the whole tiny whoop thing going on, everybody who's into drones seems to get a hold of one of these things, and they are a lot of fun. Tricking them out. You know, you've got your standard tiny whoop there. This one's fully customized, got the souped up motors, all that good stuff. This is another version. We'll get to that one shortly. This is the bad boy that we're looking at today. If you're into the FPV Inductrix thing, you can of course get that. The Horizon FPV Inductrix costs about $100, or you can get the same thing, only a little bit better and a lot cheaper. This right here, we call it the Fpvert. It's put out by Crazy Pony, and it's kind of nice. It's got a good look to it. It's got more sturdy frames, so you're not going to be busting your struts nearly as often. You have capacity to put larger batteries in it, although we do have the little foam containers, so you can fit your standard 200s. You got a nice little canopy that fits this extremely small and compact and lightweight FPV AIO cam. Crazy Pony also does sell these cameras separately, and they are great. This little device is your standard ready to fly that you get from all of your regular toy stores. So of course it comes with your regular toy store sized controller. Now we modded this controller out with some little sticks that are 3D printed that brings your sticks up a little bit, because with the little nubby sticks it's a little bit of movement, takes you all over the place. So this kind of frees you up to move a little more. With this you've got a couple extra controls. You've got regular mode, you got sport mode, and 2 beeps means sport mode, 1 beep means regular mode, and that's just going to affect the angle that you can fly it at. Sport mode is going to be a lot more aggressive. This button over here is your flip button, so if you're flying around, you want to impress your friends, you push the button and push it in whatever direction you want it to flip, and people will actually think, wow, he's pretty good. Also, we've got this button at the bottom, which has 2 functions. On one side, you've got the return home function. And strangely, unlike many of the import quads that I've seen, it doesn't send it straight off to China when you push that button. It actually brings it back in your direction, so that's quite handy. You've also got headless mode. You can push headless mode. What that means is no matter what direction the quad is pointing, when you pull the stick back towards you, it's going to come back towards you. So that's great for beginners to learn all kinds of bad habits with. For playing around the house, having a lot of fun, I find this to be better than the tiny whoop, just because the frame is so much more sturdy, the motors are hotter, they're better, they're faster, and the flight controller just seems to be, you know, at least as good. And the nice thing is we do have an upgradable flight controller for this as well. We've got an F3 based brushed flight controller board for this you can plug in, that is Spectrum capable. So if you're running your DX6, you can plug it in and you can fly it around just like it was a tiny whoop. So you're not stuck with this little controller for good. You can always upgrade your flight controller and get yourself Spectrum capable. We do also have, I believe there's going to be some FR Sky in the works, and they will be available as soon as they are, and we'll let you know. Let's see, what else? What else should we talk about?
Gyro.
Gyro. What about the gyro? Oh, yeah.
How to set it.
One other thing, I'm sure you noticed, you know, every once in a while, especially with your toy drones, every once in a while with your toy drones, you're going to get out of calibration. Your accelerometers are going to get out of wonk, and your gyro is going to tell it that this is level and it's going to drift. With these, to stop the drifting, what you do is you take the right stick, push it down diagonally, and you'll see it flashes. And the drone flashes, that tells you that it's recalibrated. And now, flat is flat. This is quite aggressive. It is not it's not a softie or a slouch. It gets up on it.
Throttle across the room for us.
Ooh. It's almost too much in sport mode.
Wow.
Yeah, it's real spunky. I would take on a FPV Inductrix with this any day of the week, and I would smoke it.
I would honestly say that is a...
I think this unit stock would whoop my custom whoop.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest. So yeah, I'm making the switch. I love my tiny whoop. Don't get me wrong. I don't mean anything. I love my tiny whoop. but I'm also kind of getting competitive with it, and I like to have a little fun with my friends, stomping their butts through the little track. So this little guy right here, it's getting me to the finish line faster. So for 20 bucks less than the FPV Inductrix, I'm in all the way. Again, this is Aaron Camus coming at you from Hobby Lab. Thanks for paying attention. Make sure and subscribe. Go ahead and like it if you like it. Go ahead and send us some horrible hate mail if that's what you're into too. We love the trolls, we love the drones, we love all you guys. So keep on droning and stay up in the sky.